Look at this car underwater. This is in Washington state. The flood threat across the Pacific Northwest does continue, as we could see it peak tonight. At least 4 rivers are going to be expected to reach major flood stage between Oregon and Washington. Fox Weather's Max Gorden is along the Snoqualmie River in Carnation, Washington, as 10 million folks are under flood alerts across the region. Max, how are residents there preparing for this potential flood threat?
Yeah, so folks here in the area near Carnation, they aren't super concerned. This does happen from time to time. The river does rise pretty rapidly, but right now it is at action stage, and we're expecting the river to rise throughout the day and potentially crest later on this evening, maybe early tomorrow morning at major flood stage. That would be around 58.5 feet. That would be just 3.5 feet shy of its record. But you can see just how much water is flowing currently in the Snoqualmie River. You know, we've already seen flooding in Granite Falls today. That really has been the focus of the morning. Homes inundated by water, a scary situation for a lot of people over there. The rain also tangled traffic in Seattle this morning, forcing workers to shut down an off-ramp on I-5 because it became flooded. And then also, again, in Granite Falls, Washington, really a hot spot for flooding today. Sheriff's officials had to rescue a driver after they drove into standing water. Luckily, that driver was okay. In Snohomish County, state troopers say they've already responded to more than a dozen crashes on state highways since midnight. Along the Olympic Peninsula, the National Weather Service reported one rain gauge measuring more than 8.5 inches of rainfall in 24 hours. This system is warm, with Seattle setting a record high temperature for December 5th, and the warm moisture melting snow that's fallen in the mountains, with all that water running downslope into rivers and streams. Officials warning residents in low-lying areas that they should be ready to go.
Taking the time now to get together all of the important documents, so passports, birth certificates, marriage certificates, all of those things that are really difficult to replace, insurance documents, gather those all together along with, you know, food and clothing that you might need to take with you in a hurry, and have that ready to go.
Now, if you have to be traveling today, it is slow going on roads and highways throughout western Washington, though you should be taking it slow because it is very slick out there. And of course, if you see any water flowing over the roadway, don't drive through it. It only takes about 12 inches of water, according to the National Weather Service, to sweep away a vehicle. The majority of deaths in flooding situations occur in cars and trucks. Kiana?
Max, thanks so much for that report. I'm sure we'll be checking in with you through the course of today.
I'm Amy Freeze. Welcome to Fox Weather's YouTube page. We have more great videos on the way, so make sure to subscribe to stay updated on all things weather.